What's up guys, my name is Javier and welcome back. We all know that Ridgid makes some really great wet dry vacuums. I've owned several of them for the past few years and none of them have let me down. Actually, my first Ridgid wet dry vac was several years old because I bought it used. It was a little bit dirty and beat up, so I took it apart, cleaned it up, put it back together, and it worked just like new. So anyways, today we're going to take a look at a special buy. I say special buy because it's only sold a few times a year at a special price point of around $40 to $60, and that's for a full-size 16-gallon wet dry vac. This specific model number is the WD1636 model. And there's a few differences between this model and the regular 16-gallon model that's stocked year-round. It uses a 5 horsepower 10 amp motor versus their top performing 6.5 horsepower 12 amp motor. For the lower price point, there's no complaints here. I've heard others say that these vacuums sold at lower price points are actually detuned models with weaker motors. I can assure you that the included Ridgid 5 horsepower motor is just as strong as their more expensive models using similar 5 horsepower motors. I've tried several Ridgid vacs with 5 horsepower motors and never did I once complain about a lack of power. You get very strong suction with their 5 horsepower motor and it can easily pick up job site debris. I'm usually making a mess and end up with a lot of sawdust and wood chips, and it sucks that up with no problem. It also makes easy work of picking up small metal objects like drop nails and screws. And another reason why these wet dry vacuums are great is for picking up liquids. One of my biggest uses for the wet pickup feature is when an item accidentally gets flushed down a toilet, causing it to get clogged. Now, many times a toilet auger won't do the trick, and that's where a wet dry vacuum easily saves the day by sucking out all the water, including the item that caused it to get clogged. Now, I won't show you a clogged toilet because that would be gross, but instead, I'll show you how this picks up liquid from a 5-gallon bucket to show you how it performs sucking up liquids. It has a powerful suction and picks up 5 gallons in a matter of seconds, and it only took 10 seconds to suck up 5 gallons of water. As you can see, it's a large vacuum with a 16-gallon tank. If you suck up 16 gallons of liquid, it will get heavy and you'll have a hard time picking it up. Luckily, you won't have to pick it up because it has 4 built-in casters so you can move it around with ease, and a built-in drain at the bottom so you can spill liquids without having to tilt the tank over to its side. It also comes with a very useful blower port feature on the back of the vacuum. This feature is great for cleaning up larger messes faster than you would by vacuuming them. Here I used a saw to cut some wood and ended up with a mess on the floor. You can use a blower port just as you would with a regular blower, although it's not nearly as powerful as the standalone blower. So it won't replace the blower you use for maintaining your lawn, but I did find it to be a very useful feature to have in wet dry vacuums for cleaning up dust on the job. It uses a rather basic 7-foot long by 1 7/8 inch diameter hose along with a 15-foot power cord for some added range from an outlet. It doesn't use a full-size 2.5 inch diameter hose, which is found in larger wet dry vacs, and I suspect that this was probably done to save on cost. It doesn't affect suction performance, but the only downside of this is that there aren't as many accessories for this size as there are for the larger 2.5 inch diameter size. As for accessories, it comes with the standard 2 extension wands, but only comes with 1 nozzle attachment, a basic utility nozzle. The extensions are to be attached to the end of the hose for when you need added length, such as when you're vacuuming items on the floor so you don't have to bend down. More accessories would be nice, as it doesn't seem complete without at least a crevice attachment. But it's hard to complain since the vacuum price is so low and the accessories are only a few dollars. The good news is there's plenty of room for onboard storage. You have 8 spots to add any combination of accessories from extensions to all sorts of nozzles. And the next thing I want to talk about was noise. We all know that vacuums are loud, and this model is no different, with a noise measurement of 89 decibels at 10 feet. Which is pretty loud, so don't expect to have any conversations with people around you while this unit is on. If you're worried about sound, you can always get Ridgid's muffler attachment that goes on the back of the blower port that muffles sound so it's not as loud, and also diffuses the air that comes out so it doesn't blow dust around in a small room. It's also backed by Ridgid's limited lifetime warranty. Just make sure to register it right away after purchase for the warranty to take into effect. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by and checking out Ridgid's wet dry vacuum WD1636. Let me know what you guys think of this model in the comment section below, and make sure to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook and Google+, and I'll see you guys in the next video.